All right, so I'm out here at FirstEnergy Stadium speaking with Darin Ruf. Darin, is there anything that you've changed in your approach, or anything you've done, different from last year?
Not so much change. I've always had a pretty simple approach at the plate. I just try to use the whole field, drive the ball, be a solid situational hitter, do whatever I can to move runners, get them in. So in that sense, not so much, but just having to be scoring up a few more balls early on here, and they've been finding some holes. So,
a lot of guys will talk about being able to snowball on success. So, one great outing can parlay into the next, and one hot week can roll right over to the next. Sometimes, do you feel that applies to your season thus far?
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, in baseball, you could get hot for a couple weeks and then go in a 0 for 10 or more slump. So it's just coming to the field every day and keeping the same routine, and just taking it one at bat at a time, and not getting too down on yourself if you're not hitting as well as you want, or not getting too high if you're swinging the bat really well. It's just kind of staying kind of even keeled, and realizing that it's a long year, and you're going to have bad days, you're going to have good days.
Now, you've got to play with Dusty Wathan, the manager here with Reading this year, for 2 or 3 seasons now. Do you feel that's advantageous to you to get to kind of climb the ladder, so to speak, with your coach, and not really have to get to know a new guy each year, know what he's all about, every season when you come out and play with him?
Yeah, it's definitely an advantage. He knows what I can do. I know what to expect out of him. It's very valuable to have that kind of relationship with your manager. They know what to expect out of you. They know your work habits. They know what you do every day, and the same goes for me. I know kind of what he's thinking every once in a while, and you get to communicate better with him. It just makes everything a little bit more relaxed and comfortable, which can translate on to success for the field. So,
I've talked to multiple guys at various levels and things like that, and they'll talk about even if you're blocked elsewhere or at the next level, you're still playing for 29 other teams. Does that kind of go through your mind where you never know who's watching, and you're not only playing for the Phillies, but you could be playing for a job elsewhere as well? Does that go through your mind?
Not so much. I mean, a little bit. That anything's possible out there, but just like I'm in the Phillies organization, there's 29 other AA first basemen too that have the same opportunity with their organization, and it's just like I said, taking advantage of your opportunity when you have it, and if another team feels like I can help them, and that ends up what happens. I mean, that's just what happens, and I can't control that right now. All I control is playing for the Reading Phillies, and what happens with that is hopefully we have a good year, and we're off to a good start. So,
all right. So 20th round draft pick in 2009, out of Creighton University. What can you tell me about Creighton and how Creighton has prepared you for pro ball?
It's a very fundamentally sound program, I guess you could say, built from defense and playing a little small ball, bunting here and there, and it's actually kind of what the major league game's almost going back to it, and they're stressing, at least since I've gotten in the organization, is situational hitting, things like that ultimately help win games, and not sitting around waiting for a 3-run home run to put runs on the board. You have to move runners, you have to get them in when they're on third with less than 2 outs, and I guess that's what the college game kind of taught me a little bit, and I know now, especially going back to like the even worse metal bats, I guess you could say, the restricted ones, that's even coming around more, and just having that solid defensive-minded approach to the game as well. So
sure. Couple small things for you here before I let you go, and thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it. Just want to ask you about growing up as a fan. Who are some players that inspired you?
I don't know. I never really have been much of a favorite team, favorite player type of guy. I just kind of watch them all and see how they go about doing what they do. I guess once I got into high school, Albert Pujols was a guy that I kind of followed, especially when I moved to first base my senior year. And he's an easy guy to model. You should try to model your game after, obviously, but I try try to pick and choose here and there, you know, little things from each guy, and you know, it's a good way to go about it, because not one guy is going to have everything that will make you a successful player. So.
Absolutely.